Making my way through the darkness, a million eyes on me. I don't care, I don't care. Making my way through the spewing, sticking it out just to see. I don't care, I don't care. The moment's come now, so take it. To fight for what I believe, 'cause I can, yeah I can.
As you continue onward through the third archway, as we did at the end of last session, you are suddenly blinded as you step out into bright sunlight. As your eyes adjust, you can hear the lapping of waves on the shore and feel the ground become soft beneath your feet. A white sand beach stretches out before you. However, a fence made of driftwood bars your entrance. This fence connects to a hut, also made of driftwood, and its roof is covered with palm fronds. 2 elven guards stand behind the counter of this hut.
Huh? A reception desk with elven guards.
It is a reception desk, yes.
Are we together, or are we like coming into this separately?
You are all together.
That's good, at least. Clay glances at Diani.
She is just as confused as you are, bud.
Weird elven beach rituals. Were we near a beach?
You are on the beach.
No, that's what Bronwyn is saying. She's like, were we near a beach?
I'm still trying to figure out my headphones. I'm sorry. I can just hear the echoing from the living room and it's driving me insane.
So being driven insane, apparently. Could have sworn I heard a cat.
I got it to work last time, and now I can't figure it out.
We're wearing the same things we've been wearing?
Yes.
We're just next to a beach.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds and I will give you more direction.
Okay.
Just trying to get this.
Oh, she's under the other. She's under the other. It's also not allowed, but it's more allowed than the rest. Very nice. I was like, this is clearly meant to be a female character.
Yeah. Okay, I think I figured it out. Okay. So, these guards look incredibly bored sitting behind the counter. And they just kind of look at you. One's just leaning head on the desk. He says, "Weapons and armor go in the lockers behind you, and then you may be permitted to enter." And it's when you turn and look behind you, there are now lockers where the arch was that you guys had come through.
Are we meant to go to the beach? What are we entering?
The beach.
Where are we? Where is a beach near here?
The beach. And like he like leans out through the window, like gestures towards behind the hut, and you can just see the vast beach and the oceans, the waves like lapping at the sand.
There's like definitely a moment of like Clay just being like, what absolute fuck is happening? We are at a beach though. I haven't been to a beach since I was in Antiva the time before last. Shrugs, goes to the locker.
You open up a locker, and inside there is a package wrapped in brown paper. And you hear one of the guards say again, changing tents are off to the left. Leave your weapons and armor in the locker. And please change into the clothing provided.
Clay again turns and makes eye contact with just like Diani, Bronwyn, Lila, and Hill, Azir, and just turns and makes eye contact with everybody and just like grabs package, goes to the changing tent.
Is this a trial? Like, I'm kind of like glancing back, like at the elves tricking people in, but also at Diani, and just like, is this part of the tests?
He is incredibly confused and kind of just shrugs non-committedly and like follows Clay's lead because there's nowhere else to go.
You hear a surprised exclamation from inside the tent, just, oh, this is fucking rad! Clay exits with blonde hair.
Describe to us what Clay looks like and is wearing.
Clay comes out of the tent. He's got his bundle of like armor and weapons and stuff on his side. He is wearing a like vintage men's swimsuit tank top. So it's like a tank like romper into shorts basically. And it is just striped like a white and green across his middle. And his hair is blonde. His inexplicably was not a second ago. Check it out. Beachwear.
Bronwyn is just looking incredibly like, what is going on? But goes and opens a locker.
And there is a package inside.
I take it and like kind of peek inside.
What's in there?
I see the warden's crest, and I'm like, okay. And then I go, kind of shrug, and then go towards the changing tents to get changed.
Is everyone else following suit?
Very awkwardly, but yeah.
Okay. How do I not have any D4s out? How are there not? I found a D4. But I'm still confused. Okay. Lila, you go into the changing tent and open your package, get changed. And when you emerge, what do you look like? What are you wearing?
Oh, so I posted that. So it's oh gosh, exactly. Let me pull it up. Yeah, so it's kind of like a little tank top, and like some like mid-length shorts, all in like a dark maroon. Yeah.
All right. Asira, you're next.
Okay. So Astera comes out of the tent and she's basically wearing like a strapless bikini and then shorts and a sarong.
What color?
Green.
Nice. Bronwyn, your turn.
Bronwyn comes out and she's in this like 1870s swimwear that like the shorts go down past her knees and it's all like dark blue, and the shirt like kind of has a little like skirt to it, and there are stripes, and it's very like 1870s sailor swimsuit vibes, but there is like the Grey Warden symbol stitched into it. And somehow her hair is like in this braided updo that's definitely a little bit more intricate than she knows how to handle or do herself.
Yes.
But her hair is up in a braided fashion.
And Diani.
Diani is in like a dark blue swim dress that is kind of off the shoulder and has a little bit of ruffle and like brown detailing. And her hair is also pinned up. It's still in its braid, but it's like pinned into a bun off of her back. And she is tugging at the skirt very uncomfortably.
All right. So once you have all changed and locked away your armor and weapons, one of the guards steps aside and opens the gate for you. And he says, volley courts are to the left. Sandcastle competition will take place along the shore.
Fucking spectacular.
And as you step through the gate, you notice that you're not the only people here at the beach. There's a group off in the distance that all seems to be wearing the exact same blue swimwear. There's a small group of people that is kind of out at the shore working on their sandcastles. There's some children running around. Where would you like to go first?
Sandcastles. Sandcastle competition.
Sandcastles.
I'm gonna go build a fucking sandcastle.
What is a
Alright.
sand castle?
Who are you asking?
She's just kind of vaguely asking the group after.
Just you wait. You just with the wet sand, the darker wet sand, you can use like clay and stuff like that to help mold it into whatever shape you want it to be. So it can be anything that you want, just made out of sand.
Why?
For the sake of building.
Oh, okay.
So as you make your way down the beach, you get to kind of the area where there are these 5 by 5 foot squares that are kind of sectioned off for people to start making their sandcastles. At one of these, you see a group of 4 people huddled around working on their sandcastle, and you recognize them as the leaders of the Inquisition. So you see Alana, you see Cullen, Liliana, and Josephine all sitting there in their swimsuits building a sandcastle. Liliana has like a She's got like shorts on and like a cover up that's got like a hood on it.
Of course she
And
does.
Josephine is just like supermodel with the
Absolutely.
big sunglasses. Cullen is wearing his like swim trunks and like an open Hawaiian button-down shirt.
Daddy Colin.
And Alana is also, she's wearing something very similar to what Diani's wearing. It's just green.
So Lila is immediately suspicious because if it was just Cullen, maybe even Liliana, she'd be like, oh, well, they were nearby. Maybe they came through somehow. But seeing Alana and Josie, she's like, what the fuck? They can't actually be here. So do I like, can I do like a perception check of like, are these like, what would be the word? Mirages? I don't know. Hallucination. Did we get high?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay. Maybe I should open the app earlier. Maybe. Perception. Where are you?
Uh-oh.
That's a total of 5.
You just see them and you are just so overwhelmed with emotion and delight at seeing Cullen that you just have no idea what's really going on around you. You're just so infatuated with the idea of Cullen being there.
Cullen in his swim trunks.
Relatable.
You're just so
Have they
distracted by
noticed
the
them?
water dripping down his abs.
Have they noticed us?
They're aware that you are there, but they're more focused on their sandcastles.
She's gonna like come up from behind and hug him from behind as he's working on his sandcastle.
He kind of like glances back at you and like shifts to like put his arm around you, and he just kind of continues working. So
Okay, well, I guess we're rolling with it. So she'll just like kiss him on the cheek and then like go back and kind of shrug and go to a spot for I assume we're making our own sandcastle. So
you can either work as a team or you can work on your own.
Clay has claimed a spot of his own. People are welcome to join him, but
yeah,
Clay
she
has
would
a spot.
assume that they're doing it as a team. So she if she sees Clay, she's gonna walk over to Clay.
okay.
I think Diani is also sitting with Clay.
Okay.
Yeah, Bronwyn has no idea what's going on, so she
Sarah will
she
join
like
her.
reaches down and scoops up some sand and like tries to like get it to do something, and then sees like Clay go start something and like kind of throws it, and then goes over to where he is.
So every plot has a bucket and a shovel for you to use.
I was gonna
And
ask. Okay.
for you can use magic, you can use pretty much whatever you have at your disposal. And I'll let you know what kind of rolls you need to make based on what you want to do.
But no weapon.
Okay.
No weapons.
No weapons. No weapons allowed at the beach.
Dang.
What
This
about
is a
fireworks?
gun-free zone.
Gun?
But
So
But
these
magic-
guns.
but magic is okay.
Magic is okay. You can use cantrips or level 1 spells.
I am she's going to lean her head on Clay's shoulder and cast guidance on him, which gives him, he can add a D4 to one ability check.
He leans his head into hers as well and kisses her on the forehead. And he's like, wow, that I suddenly feel great. I suddenly feel like I really got this. That's what wife appreciation will do for you. I gotcha. All right.
Hold on, my doorbell just rang.
Okay.
I feel like Lila's just decided this is like a really nice it's like making up for the shit in last one where they gave them bad visions, and she's like, this is fine. It's probably all a hallucination, but it's a nice little break, so who cares?
All right. So I'm going to have each of you roll either nature or survival just to get an idea of how sturdy your structure is for this sandcastle.
14.
Okay. 10?
That was a 1, but it was a 7. So 10. 19.
Okay. Hills?
10.
Okay.
I will say that Lila would probably be literally waiting for Clay to give her instructions. She'd be like, what now, artificer?
It's okay. I have mending if it falls over.
Okay. Describe to me kind of the basic structure of your sandcastle. What's going on? What's the layout? What's the lay of the land?
So somebody's got to help me out because I don't know structures in Dragon Age. But what I'm looking for is like something like Skyhold, like a big noticeable like attraction that a lot of people would know. Like what's something that would like I can only think of the gallows, and I know that he would not be making the gallows, you know.
Well, then let's make Skyhold.
Could make Skyhold, but
You could make the Grand Cathedral in Kirkwall that got blown up.
Oh, absolutely. Wait. Oh, so we're making the Grand Cathedral that blew up, except for it is mid blow up. And so he is like
Ambitious.
where like the center of it is starting to like show like the stain, like a big stained glass mosaic is like starting to push outward, and like shards are kind of falling out. And he is directing Diani to light up certain do we have like mages in the party? Do we have like a prestidigitation sort of spell? Cantrip? No?
Hey, well, wait a second, but you said we always have Veilfire as an option.
We do have Veilfire in his option.
Yeah. The only thing that I have is Sacred Flame, which gives actual fire.
But Callie basically gave us Veilfire as a cantrip last time. So I think we always have that.
So I think that
Well, mages always have that.
he decides to he has he like pointing to the area, and he's like, just have this area shining with Veilfire and speckles here.
I feel like Clay probably doesn't tell them what he's doing until he's doing it. And as Lila realizes what the fuck they're making, she's like, wait, people die.
I'm gonna have
It's a memorial.
mages. If that's what you're doing, I'm gonna have mages both roll sleight of hand.
Yeah, that the memorial shows it mid blow up. That's how you make a memorial.
Listen.
18.
Okay.
I can do it. Hello? Can we do it?
I already miss having magic.
21.
Oh, hey.
Yes.
So yeah, you are able to perfectly execute Clay's vision with the exploding glass window.
I feel like a sewer would be super into that, so it makes sense to me.
So what else have you got going on here?
So the main structure, obviously, and then I feel like there would be some elements of like pretty generic sandcastles where there are like tiny little flags, like driftwood flags with like little whatever rags are available, sort of.
Oh, I would definitely go scavenging for like seaweed or something.
Yeah, like
to tear
seaweed
up and use as flags.
So like that sort of thing. Clay's getting really intricate in it, where he's putting like individual like shells, like tiny shards of shells, as like the like bricks and like the shingles on top of the roof areas and stuff like that, and like different color pieces of like sea glass, if it's available, into the actual glass and explosion area. Probably like,
Can someone please write in the sand, Anders was here? Oh God, Cullen's right there.
It's not real Cullen. It's Cullen in a swimsuit.
Traumatize him with a sandcastle.
All I can think is how Cassandra would react.
Oh no. That is in very poor taste, Clay.
Most of what I do is in very poor taste compared to what you guys are thinking. So,
Oh my gosh. Cassandra would genuinely just be like so scandalized by basically everything Clay does.
All right, so as you are putting on the finishing touches of this castle, I'm going to have you all roll either deception or performance for me.
Oh God. I'm not good at either of those.
my joy.
Come back.
18.
Oh, but I rolled well. 17.
Is that a 20? Hell yeah.
What am I rolling? Deception or performance?
Whichever one you want. Yeah.
This is a negative one. So 25.
Are you lying to us the entire game? Are you actually someone else? It's all been a lie.
I also have advantage on deception. What the fuck? I have never used deception in the entire game. I barely used deception in the entire game. That's fucking wild.
What'd you get? I didn't hear you.
It's a 25. I rolled
Okay.
it. Well, okay.
And what'd you get?
7.
Okay.
It's a 27. It's a 27. I'm bad at math. It's an 18 plus 9. I'm just
Is this the same man who put on that fake Indian accent and fake mustache?
yeah. It is. I don't know where all my deception all of a sudden showed up
That
from.
makes no sense to me that you would have a +9 deception and a -1 performance. That needs to be reversed.
I don't understand why I have that high of a deception.
I'm a +7 in deception for some reason.
It's because you're a charisma caster.
Yeah.
Well, you also lived under the Cune. So
Clay-
like,
true.
Clay probably has expertise from being a rogue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So as you put the final touches on this sandcastle, the judge is kind of like roaming around. It's just another elf guard that looks identical to the two that were at the front desk. And they stop and they look at Team Inquisition's sandcastle, and they're just kind of nodding, like, yes, that's quite good. Looks very similar to Skyhold. And then they turn and see yours, and they just see the chantry exploding. They're like, we have our winner!
This is the one thing I knew I
congrats,
would
you
be
guys
good
won
at.
the sandcastle competition.
Absolutely.
So, backtracking for Abby. Basically, you walk through that archway like we did at the end of last session, and you walk out onto a beach. There are lockers where you are required to leave your armor and weapons, and there's also a package that has swim clothes for you. So if you'd like to describe to us what Delia is wearing this beach episode. You're muted.
I feel like First of all, I feel like Delia on the beach is a lot like Azula on the beach. And I also feel like she's kind of rocking like Wine Mom. So I think she's got like a pretty skimpy, like red bikini top, and then has like the like side wrap sarong type skirt deal. I think that's her vibe. Definitely rocking MILF attitude here.
Yeah.
I love how we've got 2 bikinis and the rest is all like vintage swimwear.
Yeah, like I really think that like for Delia, it's like combining like Ty Lee and Azula's beach and party outfits.
Okay. Very nice. All right. So you win the sandcastle competition. And is she frozen?
Oh, I would assume.
Are you back?
You were briefly frozen, Abby, doing Thriller.
Okay. So you win the sandcastle competition. And I will let you decide if you would like to frolic along the beach or make your way to the beach volleyball courts.
I mean, I feel like a little frolicking is necessary. Clay does go and run into the waves and like basically like body surf a little bit.
If Clay goes, I mean, I'm assuming others follow him. Lila will like go into the water and just like swim with alarmingly perfect form, like clearly was taught to swim by parents as a child. If there's an equivalent of a Theta swim team, she was on it. But like gets far enough out that she can float and just like floats.
I would like to collect seashells.
Nice. Roll investigation.
Can I make an argument for perception?
Sure.
$19.
Yeah, so you get a pretty good haul walking along the shore. You find some really nice sand dollars, and you find a nice, like, big honking conch, couple dried up starfish. You just have a real good time finding some real nice shells. Anyone else like to do anything fun?
Asira is definitely going in the water with Clay and Lila.
Yes.
Bronwyn just sits down on the beach and starts putting sand on her legs, just like covering her legs with sand, and then like lays down and covers her torso until it's just like her upper body and her head, and then she just lays there.
That's a vibe.
And that's it.
It's an absolute vibe.
Bronwyn is the sand guardian.
Yeah.
Guardian of the sand. Poseidon quivers before her.
All right. So off towards the volleyball courts, you do notice that is where the group in blue has kind of congregated. And they're playing a 3-on-3 game.
Is it someone we know?
You could go find out.
I'm already
That is
wandering
a
the
fact.
beach, so I'll go look.
Okay. So you wander closer, and as you get closer, you just think their swimsuits look awfully similar to what Bronwyn's wearing. And then from behind you, you hear, "Oh my goodness gracious!" It's Tiani. How are you, dear?
Good, how are you?
I am so good. Are you gonna come and play some volleyball with us?
I don't think I'd be very good at that.
Oh, don't you say that. I'm sure you're so good at it.
Bronwyn's here though.
Oh, is she?
Absolutely throw her girlfriend under the bus for this.
Well, let's go find her. I'm sure she'd love to say hi to her dad.
She is busy burying herself like down the beach. Like she has no idea what's happening.
Johnny will lead Greta to Bronwyn.
She's just babbling the whole time, like telling you about her newest salad creation. And when you finally get back to Bronwyn, she just kind of like leans over and says, "Oh, did you manage to do that all by yourself?"
Bronwyn just looks up and takes the sand and starts trying to cover her head.
Yeah, you're gonna get it all in your hair and then you'll just never get it out.
Hi, Greta.
Hi, dear. You should come and play volleyball with us. I'm sure your dad would love to have you on his team.
My dad's here.
Well, sure. The whole group of us is here.
I think we have to go, actually. We've got some things to do.
Oh, do you now? Like what? You're at the beach, burying yourself in sand.
I think we're here for a reason, maybe. I was just passing the time while we tried to figure out what that reason was.
By burying yourself.
Yes.
I don't think that's very productive.
I've never seen this much sand in my life.
That's no surprising either. Growing up in the deep roads and all that. Classic dwarf.
You're one to talk.
And then she sees Clay out in the water and goes, "Oh, Clay, it's so good to see you. I bet Oscar would be so happy to see you too. He's over by the volleyball courts, dearie."
Clay has been kind of like, like jumping and ducking himself into the water. And as he comes up, like reaches, hears Greta voice from behind him, and just immediately, like, it's like a turn, like sharp turn, and is falling already as he's going. So he just splashes right back into the water. And there's like a hot moment where you just see bubbles. Where it's like, do I come back up? And then finally he like kind of like sheepishly pops his head up from the water. Hi, Greta.
Oh, hi, dear. Really, though, you should go say hi to Oscar. I'm sure he'd be so happy to see you.
Idea of Oscar in a swimsuit pops into his head, and he's like, okay.
Hi, Mom.
She hears that and she's like, Bronwyn's just shaking off the sand. She's like, nope. To go
The only way to get Bronwyn to play beach volleyball is through jealousy.
Yes.
All right. So the two of you are heading for the volleyball courts?
I am grabbing Asira.
Anyone else joining?
Gianni's also going, but she's probably just gonna watch.
Okay.
That
I mean, if we're
age
heading over
strength
there,
is
Lila will
just-
come.
Julia's absolutely doing volleyball.
Hell yeah. So Greta leads you over to the courts, and waiting there, you see Oscar and Crunch, as well as Bethany. And I don't remember if there are any other wardens that are still alive in your group. I need one more. It could just be a generic warden.
Is it
What
not in
was,
my group?
Not in your group? Then it's a generic warden. Generic gray warden that you've never seen before.
What if it was what was the original bastard's name? Is he dead?
Yes.
He's
Very
okay.
dead.
Could be
I
Warden
cannot remember.
Stroud.
It's not Stroud. Stroud's too cool for volleyball.
I don't know about that. Is it Blackwell?
We'll say it's Blackwall. Why the fuck not?
Like the original Blackwall, too.
Yes.
OG Blackwell in the same warden swimsuit.
Yes, and this is like, it's got like kind of like a little skirt and like the frilly collar thing, and they're all wearing the exact same thing. So, you walk up and Oscar's face immediately goes bright red as he sees Clay. And then he catches Deani's eye, or not Deani, Bronwyn's eye.
Glaring. Absolute.
And his face immediately pales.
I do kind of want to see this beach volleyball scene where like half of the players are all in the same exact swimsuit. Desperately want to see that now.
I mean, they all are in the same swimsuit.
They are all in the same swimsuit.
So Bethany comes running over to Bronwyn and hugs her quick. and she says, "Are you going to play with us?"
I don't know what volleyball is.
"Oh, we'll teach you. It's so much fun."
Okay, why are you here?
"Why are you here?"
I don't know.
"I don't know either."
Okay.
"Okay." And you just see Crunch standing behind her, arms crossed, and he's just kind of like,
What do you want?
"The fuck do you want?"
I want you to stop looking at me like that.
"I'm your dad. I can do whatever the fuck I want."
Well, stop it.
"No.
Fuck
Not
off.
if I know what pisses you off."
Go away.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Maybe once I kick your ass in volleyball.
What is volleyball?
It's a game where you hit balls around. I hear
Yeah.
you're good at that.
What does that mean? I touched one orb.
And look what it did.
This thing's pretty cool. And she like I forget one of the things that it does. She does something with her hands and it just starts vibrating.
Okay, so who's
it's
all
the two middle
playing-
fingers for the knife.
Okay.
Who's sitting out for it? Deani? Are you sitting off to the side?
Unless you need 6 people, then
Did the Inquisition people come with us?
They did not. They're still working on their sandcastles.
She's not gonna cheer me on. That's rude.
I can have as many players as we need. So if
Like,
you want
kinda-
to join, you can.
Clay kind of shrugs and looks at Bronwyn and he's like, I've only ever watched these games. I've never played in them.
I have no idea.
They're
what
fun to
I'm doing,
watch,
but
though.
if I can hit my dad over the head with a ball, I'm fine with it.
You can, well, you'll probably be more of like a setup for that. I don't know if you can jump over the net.
What are you trying to say?
I mean, like, I'm not
Are you calling me short?
I'm not really sure exactly how the places work in this game, but
Okay.
I don't know how to play the game. I don't know how the game works. I'm sorry. And he sits down.
So for the sake of even numbers, I think it would be easier with 6, just because I don't have a D5. So basically, you guys are on one side of the court, and the wardens are on the other side. It kind of plays out like combat. How about you guys pick a captain? Pick a team captain.
Clay looks at Lila.
Okay.
I see how it is.
Volleyball? Does Lila know how to play volleyball?
If it's a sport in Theta, she probably has like played it once or twice.
I don't know why I
if it's a
immediately
sport in
assumed
Vegas.
it's not a sport. Lila just gives off volleyball vibes.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Katie, make an initiative roll.
Okay. Oh, it was almost 19 and then it wasn't. 5.
Damn.
Okay. I got a 13, so the wardens go first. They start with the ball. Which three want to be in the row closest to the net? Or do you guys want to roll for positions?
I'll be a setter.
I have no idea. Tell me where Bronwyn should go.
We'll just everyone roll a d6.
Can we do a move where I pick Bronwyn up and she spikes the ball?
That's not how it works.
Volleyball.
Could it be how it works?
No.
We're all from Thetis. We don't know how.
6.
Got a 1.
Okay.
4.
Okay. Hills, what'd you get?
$17.
A d6.
Oh, D6. Shit.
That was with a D6. It was just a really good roll.
Yeah, it was a really.
What'd you get?
I don't know what happened.
I got a 6.
Okay.
I also got a 6.
Roll again. Katie, what'd you get?
4.
Roll again.
Dang it. Okay, I got a 4, so I need to roll again.
Or just flip
3.
a coin. I got 2 spots left.
What are the 2 spots that are left?
I have a 1.
2 and 3.
I got a 3.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. It's backwards, but you can kind of see the back row and the front row. This is the net. So, we will start with Delia in the server's position. Actually, no, the other team goes first. So the random generic warden is going to roll. So basically, you all still have your same AC. And when you are setting or passing the ball, you will roll acrobatics or athletics. Whoever you are hitting the ball to, if it's on the other team, then whoever's defending will make a saving throw. And if you get hit, wait. Yeah. So if you get hit, that is you literally getting pelted in the face with the ball, and you take damage. But you only have 10 hit points. And when you reach 0, then you are no longer on the court. It'll make more sense once we get into it. Okay. So the generic warden is going to serve the ball. And that is an 18. Yes. So the ball goes over the net, and it is. I think we need to roll initiative. I took this rule from someone off Reddit, and so it's not super clear. Everyone just roll initiative for me. It's going to be easier that way.
16.
Okay.
30-20.
Okay.
$11.
Both of you.
I got a 5. Kitty also got a 5.
Okay. Who's got you up the higher decks? I don't even need to ask. Abby, what'd you get?
19.
Okay. So they hit the ball, and it goes all the way back to Bronwyn. So Bronwyn, make a dex or strength save.
29.
Okay. Then make a athletics check.
Also 29.
Okay. So the ball is served and it goes directly to you. You don't completely know what you're doing. You just know a ball is flying at your face. So you smack it and it goes flying back over the net. And it ends up hitting Oscar right in the face. And he takes, there it is, 6 points of damage.
Oh,
That was a very hard ball. Okay. And now Delia is serving, so roll athletics or acrobatics.
That's going to be acrobatics from me.
Okay.
16.
All right. So that goes over the net. And who are you aiming at? Like, can you kind of see that? I know it's backwards. Who do you want to aim it at?
I mean, I would be aiming in between people. So I'm going to say...
Well, it's not true volleyball. You want them to lose hit points.
Right.
Yeah.
So for that purpose, can you hold the chart up again?
Yes. So it's Crunch, Bethany, Greta.
Yeah. So in theory, I'm gonna aim it towards Oscar.
Okay. So Oscar is gonna make a save. And he fails yet again. And takes 5 points of damage. Oscar is out of the game. So you serve the ball, and Crunch like jumps up trying to like stop it from going over the net, but it just goes right over his fingertips. And Oscar was like not even paying attention, expecting Crunch to get it. It just pelts him back in the face, and he falls flat on his ass. And he is no longer in the game. So, to the other side. The warden serves it over the net, and this time it doesn't quite make it. It does not actually go over the net. It flies right back, and it hits Bethany in the face. So, friendly fire. She takes 3 points of damage. All right. So the next person serving is Asira. So if you would roll acrobatics or athletics.
All right, let's see here. All right, that's going to be athletics for me. So give me just a second here. It's going to be a 14.
Okay. So that flies over. Who are you going for?
I'm going to go for Bethany.
All right. So Bethany, she just barely fails, and she takes another 4 points of damage. All right. Now, next person up does not hit it over the net. This time, it pelts Bethany again. And she takes 2 more points of damage. She's still up, but she is probably got a bloody nose at this point, at least. Okay. Next up, serving is Diani. Roll athletics or acrobatics.
That's gonna be acrobatics for me.
Mm-hmm.
8.
That does not make it over the net, unfortunately. You serve it, and it hits the net and goes flying back and nails Delia in the face.
Sorry.
And you take 3 points of damage of your 10. All right. For the wardens, they serve, and it makes it over this time. And it flies towards Diani. So make a strength or dex save. Unfortunately, that is not enough. So, Bethany serves this, and it goes flying over the net. Diani, you lunge for it, and instead of being able to hit it, like, it's one of those where you're diving for it, but you're too low, and it nails you in the face. And you take 5 points of damage. Okay. Next up, serving is Clay. Roll, I'm assuming acrobatics for you.
So that's a 22.
Okay. So you
Yes, 22.
serve this ball. Who would you like it to go for?
I am gonna hit Greta.
Okay. So you serve it up towards Greta. She gets a nat 20 though. And so she hits it right back over.
Goddamn.
And it goes at Delia. I'm rolling a lot of 4s. I'm sorry. So roll a strength or dex save.
$26.
All right. So you are able to hit it. Do you want to hit it over the net, or do you want to pass it to someone?
I'm going to try for over the net.
Okay. Roll acrobatics.
16.
Okay. Who would you like it to go at?
Go for Crunch.
All right. So Crunch does not hit it back. You, as the ball comes over, you hit it up, and you are able to just smack it, and it comes right down and whacks him in the face.
Spike!
Right in the nose, and he takes 3 points of damage. Okay. Back to the wardens. Greta serves, and she makes it over, and it goes for Asira. So Asira, make a strength or dex save.
All right. Oh, 12.
That is not enough. So you take 4 points of damage out of your 10. Next up, serving is Lila. I'm assuming you will be rolling athletics.
So I have this thing where I can roll twice if it's, I think it's like athletics and it's one other beside athletics. And I'm going to do that because I just rolled a natural one.
Absolutely.
Yes, that is better. 15.
Okay. Do you want to pass it or send it over? Oh, wait, you're serving. Never mind. It has to go over. Who would you like to hit?
Crunch.
All right.
And I really need everyone to check chat.
So Crunch does not make the save. That is not where it's supposed to go. And he loses his remaining 3 points of damage, and he is eliminated from the game.
Damn. Take that.
So you serve it, and Bethany moves like she's gonna hit it, but it flies right over her hand. And Crunch thought she was gonna get it, so it nails him in the nose and knocks him back on his ass.
Yeah.
All right. So next is the warden's serving. And that goes over the net, flying at Delia again. Roll a dex save.
$13.
That does not make it.
Boo.
You take 2 more points of damage.
Okie dokie. Halfway.
All right. So it looks like we are back at the top with Bronwyn. Roll athletics.
29.
All right. Who do you want to go for?
Greta.
All right. Greta makes the save. She sends it right back over, and it goes to Asira. Make a strength or dex save.
Oh, sorry. I was distracted by the chat. String save. Okay. 10.
Okay, you do get hit. And that is 4 more points of damage from your 10. So Bronwyn serves the ball over, and Greta is able to spike it back and nails you right in the face. Like, she may be small, but she can really get that ball up and over the net and just wham right in your face. So next is the Wardens, and they do not send the ball over. So then it is Delia's turn to serve. Roll acrobatics.
22.
All right, that goes over. Who do you want to send it to?
B-Dub.
All right. Blackwall fails the save and takes 2 points of damage.
I'm sorry, inspiration for my future husband.
The wardens serve and it does not go over, so then it is Asira's turn. Roll acrobatics or athletics.
All right. $14.
That goes over. Who do you want to send it to?
I am gonna send it over to Bethany.
All right. She definitely does not make the save. And she is eliminated from the game. So you serve the ball over the net, and she goes for it, dives, misses, and then it lands on her and whacks her in the face. And she is out of the game. Next is the wardens serving, and they don't make it over. So it is Diani's turn to serve. Roll acrobatics or athletics.
14.
That goes over.
I did it.
Who would you like to hit?
Greta.
Okay. She does not make the save. And she takes 5 points of damage. Yes! So you serve it over, and at first you don't think that it's gonna make it, and it just kind of like teeters on top of the net before falling and just landing on her head. But it's such a heavy ball, and she's so small that it's like nearly concussing her. So, to the wardens. They, once again, don't make it over the net. I am retiring that die for the night. And it is Clay's turn to serve. Roll acrobatics.
Plus 13. How and why?
26.
You got a what?
26.
Okay. Do I hit Greta Blackwall or the generic warden?
Greta.
Okay.
What am I doing wrong?
You're not a rogue.
But my
She
God, plus
does
13
not make the
anything.
save.
Fuck yeah.
And she takes 3 more points of damage. She's still up though. So you serve it over, and she's still like getting up to her feet from Diani's serve.
Oh, rip.
And just as she's about to get on her feet, wham, right in the face.
Damn.
All right. Warden serve. Again, it does not go over the net. Why do my d20s suck today? Lila's turn to serve. Roll athletics.
Fuck. That's a 12.
That goes over.
Oh,
Do you want Greta Blackwell or generic warden?
Blackwell.
All right. He crit failed. So he takes double the damage, and he is now out of the game.
God damn.
Can we say that I hit him in the gut and he like passes out because he can't breathe?
Absolutely. He just, the wind is knocked out of him. He lays back and he's just staring up at the sky, like struggling to breathe. All right. Warden's side. Again, it doesn't go over. So then next, I think we're back at the top with Bronwyn. Roll athletics.
$14.
That goes over. Would you like to hit Greta or generic warden?
Greta.
Okay. She does not make the save. And she is out of the game. One warden stands alone, one of generic proportions. And that warden. Oh, thank you. That's true. That warden serves, and it makes it over. And it is going to fly at Bronwyn. Bronwyn, make a strength save.
$19.
You make the save. Make an athletics check. And would you like to pass or send it over?
I would like to send it over. 29.
Yeah, that hits or goes over. We'll see if it hits. It probably will. It does hit, yes. For 5 points of damage. He is now at 5 points of damage because that is the first hit he's taken all around. Okay. Then it is Delia's turn to serve. If you'd like to roll acrobatics, please. You are muted.
That's probably for the best since I was cussing my dice for falling off the desk. 14.
That goes over. He does make the save, though, and sends it back over to you again. So
Okay.
roll a dex save.
I'm better at those anyway. 22.
Yeah. Do you want to send it over or pass it?
Send it over. Why not?
Okay. And he makes a save again. And it goes to Asira. Make a strength or dex save.
$20.
Hell yeah. Are you sending it over?
Yes.
Okay. He does not make the save this time. Ooh, that is not in my tray. And he is down to 1 HP. That was Delia's serve, so now it's his serve. And he got a natural 1. It flies into the net, pelts him in the face, and he loses his last health point. You guys have beat the wardens at volleyball.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right. So as you guys are celebrating the win against the wardens, Lila, you're kind of lingering back by the water. And sticking up from the sand, you notice something shining in the sunlight.
Well, obviously, I go try to find what it is.
Yeah. So as you approach, you realize that it is the neck of a glass bottle with a cork stopper that's kind of sticking up out of the sand.
I'll try to pull the cork out.
You reach for the cork and you end up pulling an entire glass bottle out of the sand. And inside there is a rolled up piece of parchment.
Yeah, so I'll try to pull the cork out of the bottle.
Yeah. So you get it out and you find what clearly reads across the top, treasure map.
Amazing.
Now. Give me 2 seconds. Actually, this is probably a good spot for a break while I get this set up if you guys need to take a break. So, Lila, you pull this parchment out of the bottle to reveal a treasure map, as it says so clearly at the top.
There goes. Okay, I'll call the group back Be like, hey, I think I found something.
What is it? I'll go look.
I hand it to her.
You see the treasure map.
It appears to be a treasure map.
Do you think we're at Azure Beach?
You look over and kind of back towards where the reception desk is. There's a big like neon sign that says Azure Beach.
Weird. I didn't notice that before.
It might be. You think this is why we're here?
I mean, might as well check it out. Which way do you want to go? I think I'd rather go through the jungle and the mountains than have to go through lyrium caves.
Yeah, Kelly, does this jungle have a name?
Nope, it's just a jungle.
I like wave the rest of the group over to look at it.
Yeah, I definitely vote jungle.
Yeah, Kirkwall's taught me to not trust lyrium caves.
He's a little enamored with the neon, but he does kind of glance at it and it's just like he sees lyrium. He's like, whatever the other one is.
I shrug. I'm just like, I mean, I don't think lyrium caves are that bad, but if that is the group choice.
Well, there's 3 things on one side and 2 things on the other side. So.
And danger in the middle.
And danger in the middle. The immediate urge to just wander into the middle and just see what happens.
Okay. I will put that in the chat so that you guys can still have it. Try to hit a button and a new button pops up and I hit that instead. Okay. So you decide to head towards the jungle. On your way out, you do have to go back past the reception in order to leave, because there is only one gate in and out of the fenced-in beach. And when you do, you are able to go back to your lockers and retrieve your weapons and your armor and change back into those.
Does the hit points that we took in the volleyball game?
Those don't count. That was just
Okay.
for volleyball. Yep.
Just making sure.
Can I keep the swimsuit?
You can.
Adding that to my inventory.
Does Clay's hair change back when he changes?
It does not. So leaving the beach, you follow the map and travel further inland. You traverse your way through a jungle of palms and other exotic plants that you've never seen in Thetis before. The humidity of this damp climate clings to you, and you grow more and more uncomfortable as sweat soaks your clothes and armor. Your hair sticks to the back of your neck, and every so often, you feel the pinpricks of mosquitoes biting at your skin. When you finally break through the dense jungle, and the loud rushing of water fills your ears. The tumultuous current of the river causes the water to spray up at you over the rocks. And while there is a bridge shown on the map, you do not immediately see one. What would you like to do?
I'd like to investigate for a bridge.
Roll.
Alright.
Investigation or perception.
I'm gonna go with investigation. That's a 12.
You look around and you see like bits of wood floating down the river, but you can't really tell if that was once part of a bridge or if it's just a random chunk of log.
Okay, cool.
Anyone else?
I don't know. I don't see a bridge, guys.
Do my dwarven senses tell me anything?
Your dwarven senses do not sense wood. They sense a rock.
I thought I'd ask.
You can sense the rocks in the river as they're slowly being worn away by the rushing current of water.
Beautiful, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any place that looks like it might be safer to cross at?
There are some areas where the rocks are taller, like jutting up above the surface of the water, but they do look very slick.
Are there any like trees along the bank of the river?
Nope. The river is probably about 20 feet away from the edge of the jungle, where it's mostly brush. There's a couple smaller trees.
Can we find where the bridge was?
You can roll investigation or perception.
I will assist.
Uh, 23.
Yeah. So as you're looking along the riverbank, you are able to see that there are posts of where the bridge used to be, exactly where they are marked on the map. Yeah. Directly next to those posts are the larger rocks that stick up out of the water.
We try to cross it.
You may try to cross. I will have you roll athletics or acrobatics to cross.
That was more to everyone else.
Yeah.
Should we try to cross it?
There are large rocks that are standing on each side. So what if one person goes across with a rope and ties the rope to one of the posts on one side, and then somebody on the other side ties it to the post on the other side, and that way we at least have a rope to kind of catch
Mr.
people.
Plus 13 in acrobatics should do that.
Clay grabs a rope.
How long is your rope?
The ropes are 50 feet long.
Okay.
So I will grab one end and I will hand the other end to probably to Bronwyn, assuming they're standing next to each other. And I'm gonna try jumping on the rocks that are sticking out and cross the river.
Roll acrobatics.
Bronwyn kind of like white knuckles the rope and leans a little bit closer to Diani and just goes, I can't swim.
Just hold on to the rope, okay?
7. 27.
Okay. So you hop up on the rock and beneath the treads of your shoes, you do slip just slightly. One of your feet kind of slips down and just kind of grazes the top of the water before you regain your footing and you are able to get across.
All right. I will tie the rope to basically whatever side the current is going. I'm going to tie it to that side so that it's like if people fall, they can grab it and it'll keep them from flying down the river. And I assume Bronwyn is tying it on the other side.
She's just standing there a little afraid. But then when she sees that you're tying it, she's like, oh, okay. And she'll tie.
Okay.
Lila's gonna take, because we all have our own rope, right? So she's gonna take her rope
Yeah, we have
because there's 2 posts on each side, right? So she's gonna
Yeah.
take her rope and tie one end to one of the posts and then tie the other end around her and try to cross. So then when she gets across, she could tie it to the other post and then they'll have 2 ropes.
And also, if she falls, it catches her.
Yes.
Yes. You have 2 catches.
Also, she's a swimmer, so she'll be fine if she does fall.
She's a swimmer. She's a swim star.
So can I roll athletics?
You absolutely can, and you get. Never mind.
You get nothing.
You get nothing.
No soup for you.
That's fine. I got a 21.
Nice.
Yeah. So you're holding onto the rope as you go across.
I think she's more focused on her footing,
Okay.
but I think she'd be have her hands ghosting it so she can grab it if she needs it, but she's trying to watch her footing mostly.
Okay. So you get up on the first rock and you are so focused on your footing that you stay pretty steady. It takes you a little longer than Clay did, but you do make it across.
Okay. So then she's going to untie from herself and tie it to the other post. So now there are 2 sets of ropes to help people get across.
Cool.
Before Bronwyn or Sierra go, I'm gonna cast Bless. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's a saving throw. It's not an ability. Never mind. Ignore that.
Okay.
I'll just cast guidance on Bronwyn.
I guess I'm going then.
It lasts
Okay.
it lasts for a minute, but it just gives you an extra D4.
Roll athletics, Bronwyn.
What do I get from guidance?
An extra D4.
Okay. 16.
So are you holding onto the rope the whole time?
Yeah.
I assume you would be.
Yes.
So you are going across. You get up on the first rock, little unsteady, but you manage to get your footing. You get to the second one, and the post that the rope is tied to gives way. So you're still holding the rope. You just can no longer use it to brace yourself against.
Which post? Which post gives way?
The one on the original side of the river that Bronwyn tied.
Oh, okay. I can't do nothing.
So if it's that one and you're hanging onto the rope, Clay is at the other post and that's the rope that is going, so he's gonna grab onto that and start trying to reel it in.
You're reeling
Yeah,
it in, but she's on the middle rock.
Oh, she's on the rock. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't fall in. The rope just
Okay.
gave way.
Yeah.
All right. I thought that you had fallen in fully. I was like,
Do I get across still?
Roll athletics again.
$12.
Oh!
The post gives way, and as it does, that end of the rope is taken in by the current of the water. And since you're holding on to it, it pulls you, you slide off the rock, and you are pulled into the water.
I'm just hanging onto this rope. I'm like trying to wrap myself up in it.
Okay, so now I'm
I
grabbing.
can't swim. I can't swim.
I'm grabbing the post of one of the ones that she has, The one that's loose and trying to reel her in.
Roll strength.
Okay.
I'm assisting. But he's not going to be.
sorry.
But he's not going to be much assistance. But
I know. It's just,
he is grabbing onto the rope and trying.
you try.
Hey, Pike, can you? Hey, Pike. Pike, is this the time? Pike, baby,
Is now the
is now
time.
the time? Thank you.
So what does assistance get me?
Advantage.
That's advantage.
Okay, great.
This is not going well.
This is how Bronwyn dies.
No.
Okay, that's better. 18.
Okay, so Bronwyn falls into the river, and you immediately reach for the rope. And with the current, it kind of like lurches you forward, but you are able to, with Clay's assistance, start slowly pulling her towards the shore. And you do make it to the other side. Drenched, but you are no longer smelling of sweat.
Clay's like pulling her from the river and just just grabbing her.
How wide is this river? Is it conceivable that I could throw the post back to the other side?
It is about 20 feet across.
You could throw that, right? That's not that
you
bad.
can take the rock off the end of the rope and you can try and throw it. It is tied to a rock.
And that's tied to a post.
They're tied to
What's
the
in-
posts.
Oh, I thought you said that they were tied to tall rocks. There are posts
the
there. I
tall
know what
rocks
you mean.
are,
Sorry.
are what
Yeah.
you're crossing on.
Like how much of a feat of strength would it be to throw it that far? I have no sense of 20 feet.
You want to try rolling?
Sure.
Roll athletics.
I mean, it's useless now anyway, so I might as well try. 20, dirty 20.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you are able to toss it back across the river. And it
And I
lands.
yell across, this time someone hammer it down into the ground more. And I take a second to do that with the hilt of my sword on the two on my end as well.
I'll take the rope and take the butt of my staff and kind of slam it down into the post.
Okay.
Like tie it and slam the post down, I guess.
There we go. Okay. Okay. Do you want to try crossing next?
Sure.
Okay. Roll acrobatics or athletics.
Cross. I think if anyone does acrobatics, it should be that they're like tightrope walking on the two ropes.
I wouldn't trust that. Just in general.
His acrobatics was him just skipping around on the rocks.
Oh,
The other ones have to be tight
no.
ropes.
You get.
No. I got a 3. My dice did me dirty.
Oh, damn.
I got a natural 1 plus my 2 bonus.
So you hop up on the first rock, and you're overcome with this false sense of confidence. And so you hop to the second one, and you're like ballet across. And you hop onto the second one, your one foot kind of twists and slips. You fall in, but you are able to at least latch onto the rope above you.
Okay.
But you are in the middle of the river, just holding onto the rope.
Oh god. I guess it doesn't matter. I have to do another athletics check, right, to either pull myself up or
Or pull yourself across.
pull myself across. Guess I'll try and pull myself across. Be
This is when
nice.
we need
It's
a druid.
15.
So you
Druid
are
craft.
able to kind of slide your way across. As you get closer to shore, the pole that the rope is tied to
No.
gives way again.
No, I'm gonna grab it.
Roll Dex.
Oh god, Dex.
Dex. Because you're reaching.
Good roll. Good roll. Good roll. Fuck. Good roll. Good roll. Good roll. Good roll.
16.
So you like kind of like throw yourself and grab the pole, and with the current and the weight of Asira being a big canary, she kind of like drags you a little bit down the shore before you were finally able to like latch onto something else.
Right.
I just sit down. Normal center of gravity.
I'm going to try. How close is Asira to the edge of the water now?
Well, the rope is 50 feet.
The river's only 20.
Yeah, but the current's taking her.
Criminy. Okay.
I think he was asking more like, could he put a hand out to help her out?
Yeah, how close to that?
Sure, she's close enough that she's like kind of close, but it's still not like shore. It's more just like a drop.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get close enough, you have to be careful that your foot doesn't slip over the edge and drop off.
Okay.
So I'll have you roll athletics.
I mean, it doesn't really
I
matter.
got a 20, so
You got a nat 20, so
Oh, yeah.
me trying to figure out what my addition is. I did roll just a 20, so
Okay.
At 20
So
plus
reaching out,
acrobatics.
you are able to latch onto her hand and pull her up to shore.
Okay.
So you're
I do
drenched,
that.
but you're on shore now.
I'm just imagining Clay lifting a Quinari out of the water.
Small boy, but strong.
He is sturdy. This was proved session 1.
I
So-
grumpily go back to where the post was and hammer it back in again.
You still trust in that?
What else am I supposed to do with it? I hammer it in, but then I hold it.
So Diani and Delia, how would you like to cross?
All right. So is the rope actually like still present?
There is one. Oh, there's because it detached from one side.
When it detached from the opposite side,
It detached from
Hills-
your side.
Yeah, and I fixed
Yeah.
it.
Lila
Okay,
cut it
so yeah, there are still 2 ropes.
Okay. Then yeah, I think Delia's gonna be that little shit that tries to tight rope walk.
Acrobatics check.
Natural 20.
Fuck yes.
Hell yeah. You like go across and like you stop in the middle and just kind of like do some sort of fancy move just to show off. You get all the way across.
She does like backflips on the rope, like it's one of the gymnastics beams.
Yes, absolutely. You
Like
make it
crafts
across
a
She's
little
beauty
without
and she's
issue.
grace. She will stab you in the face.
Yes.
Clay crafts a sign out of leaves and twigs that says 10. Holds it up.
All right, then we're left with Diani. You are alone on the other side of the river.
And I'm probably gonna fall. So are the ropes close enough that she can hold on to both of them?
No, because of how the rocks are. The
Okay.
rocks are positioned on one side of them.
I will grab onto the one that Lila is holding onto then and
Athletics or acrobatics?
acrobatics, and I got a 9.
Yeah. So you hop on the first rock and immediately fall in. Luckily, it's shallow enough that you don't go anywhere. You just plop in the water.
That's why I don't do things like this. How deep is the river?
Where you are, it's barely a foot.
Solo.
Where it gets deep, at least 20 feet.
Cool. Okay, guess I will try to get back up on the rock then. I was just gonna see if I could just use the rope and pull myself across.
You could.
guide
You would just have
yourself.
to swim
Guide
or
yourself.
rely on strength.
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have strength. What would swimming be considered?
Athletics.
Yeah, no, I will try to get back onto the rocks and do it that way because at
Okay.
least then I have a +3.
Yep. Roll acrobatics again.
21.
Yeah, this time you are soaking wet, but you are able to make it across all the rocks, no problem.
And she's absolutely mortified.
Clay is again accepting a girlfriend into his arms on the other side, soaking wet on the other side of the river.
All right. So finally across the river,
Seeing Kelly grab another map.
you find yourselves at the base of a vast mountain range. There. Beyond the stones and boulders that jut from the earth, you see a dark cavern entrance. I'm on that page.
Lila kind of does like a after you motion towards Bronwyn.
Can you describe what is it?
It is a mountain range, and there is an entrance to a cavern.
I don't know why I was immediately like, I'm going on the bridge. What do my rock senses tell me?
Your rock senses tell you there is a lot of rock around. There is no lyrium. You do, however, get this sense of tingling that you can only imagine would be magic.
Oh.
Is it very dark?
Outside or in the cavern?
In the, looking into the cavern, is it really dark in there?
It does seem very dark.
Do you want light?
I stand at the
three-
mouth of the cave.
the three
I cannot
humans.
see anything.
I would like to just kind of go in a little bit and see, does it look just like a winding tunnel inside? Does it look like an open cavern? What does the inside look like?
It's a little of both. It starts off as a winding tunnel that opens up into a larger cavern and then returns to another tunnel that exits out the back.
I mean, I think we just have to go through it. I expect there's likely something hiding in that cavern, though. It's not Darkspawn, at least.
If it's not Darkspawn. He grabs Bronwyn's hand.
All right, so you enter into the cavern and traverse your way through this winding tunnel. But it opens up into a greater cavern, and you find yourselves in a room filled with assorted random objects. It seems to be a room for storage of some kind. Items are heaped up on top of each other with no discernible order. There's no door, save for the one that you came through. And on the far wall are 5 mirrors. Over the mirrors, it is written an inscription that says, "Bring me that which I seek, and you may pass."
I would like to go look in a mirror.
Pick number 1 through 5.
2.
2. You go to the second mirror. You go up to this mirror and you see a reflection of yourself. However, there's something off about it. Your reflection grins back at you mischievously and holds up a piece of parchment that reads, "Only one can possess it, but two are bound by it."
A ring.
I was going to say a rope.
As Bronwyn would not have any knowledge about how a ring could bind people, she will just kind of turn around and be like, my reflection was holding this riddle, and then repeat the riddle back to the group.
Yeah, Lila's gonna pause and go, a wedding ring?
Nothing happens as you say that, but I will remind you, it's the inscription above the mirrors says, "Bring me that which I seek, and you may pass."
Yeah, she's more throwing it out to the group to see if they get.
I'm gonna look
anyone.
around.
Seems the most logical.
I'm gonna look around and see if I can find any sort of ring in the stacks of items.
Roll investigation.
Kind of want to go to another mirror and see if it gives a different riddle, or if they're all looking for the same thing.
You want to check out another mirror? 1 or 3 through 5? 3. And what'd you roll?
6.
You look and you don't find any rings.
I go over to Lila and I say, I don't really know what a wedding ring looks like. Can you look for one?
So, Deanna, you go up to the third mirror and you find your reflection grinning back at you almost eerily. And she holds up a piece of parchment that says, "My life lasts but a few hours. If the wind is strong, however, perhaps my life can be extended or even spared."
Candle?
Yeah. Can you repeat that whole thing one more time?
"My life lasts but a few hours. If the wind is strong, however, perhaps my life can be extended or even spared."
Yeah, that makes me think candle.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to roll investigation, right? Because I'm looking for a wedding ring.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to look at one of the mirrors.
1, 4, or 5.
I'll just look at one.
Same thing, you go up and find yourself grinning back at you in a very creepy manner. The parchment reads, "I am not a hand, but I reach out and strike you. I have 5 fingers, but I cannot touch anything until you allow me to."
That's the Swedish finger sword for sure. Callie with the deep cuts.
I got a 10 on investigation.
Looking around, you are also unable to find a wedding ring.
I'm
There's,
just so charmed
piles
by
and piles of stuff.
I'm just so charmed by Bronwyn not knowing what a wedding ring would look like that I'm like, that's so sweet. I'm distracted.
And then you're distracted by the thought of, oh, what if Cullen?
I guess I would like to go and investigate the piles then.
Roll investigation.
Looking for a wedding ring or 16.
Digging through a pile, you finally do come across a small golden band with a diamond set in the center.
Okay.
Did you do anything with it?
I take it to Bronwyn.
No.
She just like, thanks, just grabs it from you and takes it over to the mirror.
He does give it to her in like a, this is such a, and then to give it to her. This is such
She does not catch on. She's like, cool.
So you go up to the mirror and hold it out. Your reflection also reaches out and takes it from you before it shows exactly what you would expect a mirror to show you, your exact reflection.
Oh, can we hear the 5-finger riddle again?
I'm not a hand, but I reach out and strike you. I have 5 fingers, but I cannot touch anything until you allow me to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A glove,
A glove. I like that.
I think. I'd like to investigate for a glove and a candle. Or a
Roll.
And I would like to go up to one of the mirrors that hasn't been looked at yet.
17, 18,
4 or 5.
4. Ooh. Well, I got a 23.
Okay, so you what number did you roll? It's not a nat 20.
I was no, it's not a nat 20.
Okay, that's all I want to know. You
rolled a
dig through
15.
another pile, and this time you do find an unburnt candle.
Okay. I give that to Lila.
Oh, I'm at a mirror right now.
Oh, you're at a different mirror. Okay.
So this one reads,
Oh,
I
I'm
must
sorry. I give
eat-
it to Diani. Diani was the mirror? Or was the candle mirror? Yeah, sorry. My
Yeah.
bad. I give it to Diani.
it reads, I must eat to live, but I can never drink.
That isn't that one usually fire?
Maybe that's the candle.
Sounds like fire. The candle isn't fire necessarily, though.
But I doubt we're gonna find just like fire in the piles.
What if we find a torch?
Yeah, it might work.
Ellie, can I try to give the candle to my mirror?
Yeah, so you walk up to your mirror, and you hold the candle out to your reflection. It takes it and reverts to what you would expect your reflection to be.
I would like to investigate for a glove now.
Roll investigation. There's still one more mirror that has not been looked at.
Yeah, I'm not sure about what mine is, so I'm gonna just step over to the 5th one.
Okay.
Can I help? They look.
Do you want to roll on your own or do you want to assist?
You're muted.
Sorry, my thing got stuck. I will look on my own for like a source for fire, a torch or something
Okay.
like that.
So while you guys do that, the final mirror reads, when you need me the most, you must throw me away.
A boomerang.
I keep thinking trash bag, but
Boomerang. I mean, an arrow?
I'm thinking of like
Can
time,
I-
but that's too concepty.
You don't throw an arrow. A throwing
I
knife.
look around the room and just kind of like, I know there's so much stuff there, but just like kind of take in what are some of the things in the room.
It's a lot of random shit. There's clothing, there's old weapons, there's like toys, there's just random trinkets, jewelry, there's like cannonballs and anchors, there's more candles, there's furniture,
bomb grenade.
there's
Is there
pretty much
anything
literally
that
anything.
Are there grenades?
Probably.
something that could like a match or a torch? Or no, wait, you were looking for that, right, Sebastian?
Yeah, what'd you roll?
Feel free to keep looking because I rolled a 6.
Yeah, that is not helpful.
I will.
I rolled a 25,
For
looking for a glove.
okay. So digging through, you find this mannequin that is dressed
Oh, I don't like that. Oh,
in the most fine clothing you've ever seen in your life. but it's like a full mannequin that's got like the full arms, and its arms are kind of like folded in front of itself, and there are gloves on its hands.
I don't like it, but I'll take one of the gloves. Or
Okay,
I'll take, I guess, the pair of gloves.
you take the gloves,
And I go to the first mirror.
and you look at your reflection. When you offer the gloves to it, it reaches out and takes them before reverting back to your physical self. Your reflection.
I make a in the mirror and then I walk.
So you're looking for a source of fire, and then you have to figure out that other riddle.
All right, I will search for a source of fire.
Anyone else want to do anything or have suggestions for the riddle answer? Do you need to hear the riddle again?
Can you repeat that last one?
Yeah.
When you need me the most, you must throw me away.
Does anybody want to assist me searching? Because I only got a 14.
I'll
I'll
assist you.
assist.
Okay. I will take the assist. Dope.
I mean, does like a spear work?
That is a 23.
But you don't have to throw a spear.
So you are digging through these items, and you're digging and digging, and you finally come across it's like a mosaic of a historical event in which buildings are caught on fire.
That's fucking dope. I pick up the mosaic and it was Lila who had the fire one.
I mean, I'm not there anymore.
Oh, okay. I'll go up to the mirror.
And you see yourself holding that
Okay.
piece of parchment with that riddle.
All
You
right.
offer the mosaic over. It drops the parchment, takes the mosaic from you, and reverts to your own reflection.
Okay. I do finger guns again, but this time I'm much less sure of myself.
And
I'm
it's like the same.
that was weird. Okay.
And you can try things. Like if you think you know the answer, you can look for these items and try them. Don't feel like you need to be positive about the answer to find it.
We're not going to get a wraith coming at us this time.
There aren't actually. There's no combat in this. So don't worry about that.
Can I just search for things that can be
Thrown.
I guess, in any sense?
Yeah.
Like ball or
Roll
boomerang.
investigation.
28. That is a nat 20.
Yes. Abby?
I was gonna say I was gonna do the same. But with a nat 20, I don't think I need to.
So looking around, you find
It was your
a
assist earlier.
boomerang, you find a couple of volleyballs, you find a baseball, you find a javelin, you find a spear, you
Nope.
find a harpoon, you find
Holy
an
shit.
anchor, you find throwing knives.
I'm just taking all of this stuff that I find and piling it up in front of the mirror if anybody wants to start offering.
I think anchor is best. I'm gonna go for anchor.
If
So
that
you
doesn't
grab
work,
the
I'll say
anchor?
javelin.
Who's doing what? In what
I'm doing
order?
anchor.
Are we doing anchor?
Yes.
So you grab the anchor, roll strength. It's a full ass
My
anchor.
character sheet.
Clay, like,
Uh, 21.
So you drag it along behind you and then pull it up, like your arms are like shaking as you're holding this thing, and you offer it to your reflection, and the reflection takes it in, drops it, and it reverts to your reflection.
Nice.
You guys solved my riddles. Woo. So now that you've done this,
I can't
looking in
believe you've
your
done
reflection,
this.
Lila,
Mm.
you can see that there is an open door behind you.
Love is an open door. Okay. So I turn around. Do I see the open door in real life?
You do not.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna head to where it is in the mirror and see if I can go through the solid wall.
You walk right into the wall.
Well, I wasn't gonna just I touched the wall. Okay, well then I'm gonna go back and try to walk into the mirror.
You walk into the mirror.
Damn it. Okay, I don't know. I'm out of ideas.
I'm just watching her walk and
Just smack.
are you what are you doing, Lila?
You see the door in the mirror?
I walk over to one of the other mirrors.
You also see a door open behind you.
So if I reach forward and I touch the mirror, it's just a mirror.
It's just a mirror.
What was the riddle that was above the, or whatever was inscribed above the mirrors?
Bring me that which I seek, and you may pass.
You shall know.
Door?
Yeah.
Is there a door in the piles?
Is there a door in the piles?
Probably, to be honest.
I search for a doorknob or a door.
You can.
I
So
don't think it'd be very useful if I did this, but
I'd like to look at the different mirror, like step to the mirror to the side of me and see, does the door look like it's in the same place no matter which mirror I'm looking?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
Is
then I'm
there-
gonna go back over to where it seems like it is and try to figure out what's happening.
Is it open?
It is open.
I'm gonna try to investigate where that thing is.
Investigate what?
Where it looks like the door should be from the mirrors are showing.
Roll investigation.
Lila walks away and Clay's looking in the mirror like, it's a little to your left. Your other left. Yeah. A little
Oh,
bit more.
nat 20.
So you go up to this and you were examining it, you're touching it, looking for any seam, and you find nothing.
Oh, good. My nat 20 is wasted. Great. Fantastic. So when they took the objects, they like disappeared into the mirror, right?
They never disappeared, they just returned to their natural state.
But like, so are the objects in the mirror now, or are they like on the floor in front of the mirror?
They're in the mirror.
Okay.
Like, you can't see them, but they were taken into the mirror.
When we look in the mirrors, is the door directly behind us, or is it like on the wall?
It is in the same spot along the wall. So like if you are at the middle mirror, it is directly behind you. But if you are at any on the sides, it's like the mirror doesn't, or the door does not move based on what mirror you are. It's like no matter where you are in a room, the door stays in the same place, you know?
But like it's against the wall. It's not like
Yeah, it's against
directly
the wall.
behind us. Okay.
It only in the middle mirror is it directly behind you.
I already made a fool of myself. I'm gonna try one more stupid thing. I'm already where the door looks like it's supposed to be. I'm gonna like try to position myself so my back is to it and I can still see the mirrors and try to back up through it.
You do that and you walk backwards through a door.
So Lila looks like an idiot for like 5 minutes straight, and then all of a sudden,
It just disappears through a
Oh,
door
through a
that
wall.
the rest of you can't see.
Yeah. I do that.
Same.
So
Yep,
you
I
all walk
follow.
backwards to get out the door. So you all finally make it out of this cavern, and you continue through the winding tunnels, through this mountain range, and you come out into the fresh air once more. Walking for a little ways, you finally come across 3 old oak trees. Their gnarled branches twist and turn overhead, some even seeming to reach out towards you. What would you like to do when you see these trees?
Me, not Clay, but me, I want to hug them.
I dare Clay to hug it.
No, I want to hug them. Clay does not want to hug it. He's chill.
I still
I'm
dare
not.
him to hug it.
Okay, Clay hugs it.
You hug it, and you step right through it.
Oh my fucking god.
And it's just like you step through it, and you see the other trees there still. And you like see the tree is still behind you.
So it's like a ghost tree.
I was literally getting ready to say that I wanted to cast Detect Magic. So I'm just imagining Tiani going to get ready to cast and Clay disappearing.
Clay just walks through a tree. Clay, he is going to stick his face very carefully back out towards the party. So like it's just his face sticking out of the tree. So he just says, hey guys. Hello. Yeah. Young man, get out of there. So help me. I'm a tree now. I'll see you guys later.
What's in there?
What's in here?
Yeah, what's in there?
He looks behind himself and he's just like, there's other trees behind me. There's nothing in here with me.
Okay, just to clarify, is Clay like half in another plane right now? Or is it more like a ghosty thing?
As far as you can tell, it's just a ghosty thing.
Okay. So like if I walk around the other side of the tree, I can see the rest of Clay.
Yes.
Okay, great.
I would like to just walk around and investigate the area and like look for anything that might be hidden or buried or like signs of that.
Roll investigation.
I would like to poke Clay in the forehead.
12.
He makes this disgruntled expression that he pulls back into the tree.
So with the 12, you walk around these 3 trees, and when you like get towards, so it's like one's in front and then 2 are kind of behind it. As you get around to the behind one, you walk right smack into something that you can't see. It seems like it would be an open space, but you walk right into something.
What does it feel
Is it-
like? I touch it.
like a
What does
tree?
it feel like?
It feels like wood.
And it doesn't sense like rock, right?
It does not sense like rock.
So we have 3 ghost trees and 1 invisible real tree.
I'm just feeling it up everywhere to try and
Are
see.
you're just feeling a big wall.
Okay. Like I'm basically trying to see if there's a way around it or
Are you like moving
Or a door.
around it?
yeah. I'm like trying to
So-
feel what it is.
You move and you kind of like walk through the tree a little bit as you're trying to like turn the corner, and then your hand kind of goes into an opening kind of between the 2 trees.
I found something and I'm gonna follow that opening.
And you, what page are you? Here it is. You find yourself in a room with wooden walls. There is an ornately carved stone table up against one of these walls, and as you approach, you can see 2 palm prints on the surface of it.
Palm?
Like handprints.
2 handprints on the surface.
Mhm.
I put my hands in the prints.
It was the wrong one.
Like,
As you do this, the wall directly in front of the table disappears, revealing a recess in the wall that has an intricately carved arch with 7 equally spaced round gaps kind of making their way.
I'm gonna wait for
It.
other people to follow me before I do
I've
anything.
come out of the tree that I walked into and I am following.
I'm also following.
Yeah, once she disappeared, I would have been after her.
There it is. As you place your hand and this arch appears, it begins to glow and letters appear glowing overhead of it. And it reads, "In darkness it starts, and in darkness it ends. It burns as it rises and as it descends. The in-between places glow warmly, you know, but not like the apex, the highest it goes. Follow its path as it travels above, from start until finish, all colors thereof." And I will take a picture of that in a second and put it in chat.
I was about to ask for that. Thank you.
So this is kind of what you're seeing. As the words finish flashing, 11 crystal orbs appear on the table in front of your hands.
Rainbow. It's the rainbow. I believe it's the rainbow. What you did was not spot.
We are only hearing you through the echo of Callie's
Sorry.
carol. You want to repeat that?
It's the rainbow.
I'm just immediately, it's the right shape and right GBIV, there's enough spots, so. But I only heard like half of the poem, so I may be totally wrong. But I want it to be the rainbow, because gay.
Okay, so there's the riddle. As the words kind of glow up ahead, you notice that these grayed out crystal orbs on the table kind of glow slightly with color before the letters kind of fade out again.
Are there different color? Are the crystals different colors or?
They were, but now they are back to their gray.
Were they colorful long enough for us to know what colors were what, or did it just kind of flash?
It was just kind of a flash.
Wait, so do we have to put is someone's hands there still?
I had put my hands in.
Okay, Brian, could you put your hands back? I think that might activate them.
I put my hands back in.
Nothing happens.
Darn it.
I think it might just be a guessing game.
Well, the rhyme also sounds less like colors.
Sounds like the sun.
Well, and yeah, it sounds like it's dark and then getting lighter and lighter, and then it's the lightest at the top, and then getting darker and darker until it's dark again. Kind of like a moon phase.
I love that you went moon and I went sun. I was like, this is the sun as it's rising.
I
But it would
also
be like
thought
a
of
moon
sun,
phase.
but you're right. The rainbow, the number of orbs matches.
And it's an arc, so it just, yeah.
It
Okay,
also,
what if I'm gonna go try to pick up one of the crystals. When I touch it, does it light up?
Nope.
don't you love the color of the sky?
Okay, if you're gonna take one, I'm just gonna start holding like a bunch of the crystals and start trying to hand them to you.
You handle them and nothing seems to happen with them. They remain gray.
No, I mean like stick them into one of the holes in the archway.
Okay, I'm gonna try just putting one in one of the holes. Does anything happen?
No.
Do we really just want to? If it's a guessing game,
I mean,
Okay, let's just put one in each.
I mean, there's not anything that there's. Can I like?
Why
trying to
don't we
do investigation.
go through all of the orbs with one of the holes and see if any of them do anything different?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
We do that.
Yeah, this is dumb, and I'm gonna help you.
Oh, okay.
They were colored because of the light glowing from the arch.
What caused the arch to glow again?
It was giving you, it's not necessarily the arch that's the issue, it's the light in general.
Johnny, can
Okay,
you,
So
have
if
a light spell?
Yeah.
I don't have light prepared right now.
I have a torch.
But I was gonna say I have a torch.
You
if
also
we
have
wanna-
balefire at
I
any
was gonna say
time.
if I or like Veilfire, I can do that, and I'll
Try
light one of my
Veilfire?
torches with Veilfire and see what happens.
So as you shine the light through, to become colorful.
2 blues, 2 oranges, 2 reds, and yellow. Got it. Oh, okay. Darkness on each side. So
The yellow goes in the center top one, I assume.
yellow goes in the center. Then I would say,
Probably yellow, orange, red,
red.
blue, or red, purple, blue, or red, blue, purple. Thinking like
Yeah,
sunset
yeah,
and sunrise.
yes. So yellow, orange, red, blue, purple,
What
and
about
it might be blue, orange,
So what color's
or
going
blue,
where?
red. I mean,
So yellow's in the middle.
At the top?
Yeah.
yes.
Because that's the highest point.
Why are you like this? Here we go.
I think it's gonna be, I'm looking again at the thing. I think it's gonna be, I don't know. I think it's red and orange at some point because it's talking
Yeah.
about, it says it burns as it rises.
Oh,
And then the in-between places glow warmly. Which doesn't make me think
maybe
green
So-
or blue.
Maybe
So maybe
orange next.
orange, red,
Yeah.
purple.
orange, red,
Yeah.
purple on both sides descending.
Because it was dark at the ends, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So what are you doing?
So an
Yes.
orange on either side
Of the yellow.
of the yellow.
Okay.
And then red after those.
Yeah.
And then purple at the
Purple.
bottom.
That's
So
so pretty.
as you set these crystals into the arch, there's a rumbling sound before a passageway opens up where the arch is.
Dope.
And
We did it.
I'll leave it like that for a minute. Actually, we'll just go back here.
We
Actually,
gave shit to
yeah.
mirrors and we walked backwards through a door. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah.
So
We
you
walked past
walk
some
through
trees.
the archway and you find yourselves in a winding stone corridor. But you come to a bigger open space. There's a shadow that looms over you as you enter. Its source is the absolutely towering statue of an armored titan standing nearly 50 feet high. In one hand, it carries a great club, and in the other, a flaming torch. Its eyes staring out from beneath an open helm seem transfixed on the doorway, but as you move, you get the sense that they are tracking your movement. Beyond the statue on the opposite wall is what appears to be an exit. So I thought Nick was going to be here versus Abby. So
Oh, no.
Have that.
And that you said no combat.
It's not combat. It's just a map. Why is it doing this? It's not
I just see that and I go, oh, it's combat. Crap.
You're all fighting giant Delia.
As Delia walks into the chamber, she just grows 20 feet.
Okay. So there we go. You find yourselves in this room. Let's see. What would you guys like to do as you enter this space?
What is the one?
That's the statue in the center.
I feel like we're not supposed to just walk past this dude for some reason. Can I take cover? I
Take
get
cover where?
Huh?
Take cover where?
Is there something that I can take cover against this guy? Or can I try sneaking?
Like there's like this is rubble. And I'm going to use a brighter color. That's not helpful. This is rubble.
I would like to know what the rectangles are.
Rubble. Those are like benches, I think.
Yeah.
This is rubble.
Is there an
It's a pile of
altar?
bones.
Pile of bones.
It's a pile of bones.
Is this like a temple?
Yeah, I guess
I just like cautiously step towards the statue.
How many spaces?
Like one at a time
So you just step forward one space?
to start with.
to start with, and then if nothing happens, I step forward another one.
And it was like, there's a dream Cullen back at the beach. And usually dream Cullen's pretty great. So
So as you take a step forward, the statue turns and it looks directly at you. Make a wisdom save.
Oh my god.
We're gonna be fighting Bronwyn, aren't we?
18.
No, we aren't. Not yet.
You see the eyes of the statue glow, and you can feel as it tries to penetrate your brain, but you are able to fight it off.
no.
Not a good enough reason to use the word penetrate.
I was waiting for that.
There's a demon or something in there.
As it turns away from like the beginning of the room, can I slip to the opposite side? I'm gonna try and sneak to the opposite side and move like, I guess
You can use your full movement speed at most.
that I will use my full movement, which is 40 feet, to try and slip to the other side and sneak.
Where do you want to end up?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So it would be like where the back bottom corner of this hexagon is.
Here?
Yeah. Yes.
So you're sneaking as it's staring Bronwyn down.
Yes.
However, as it realizes, not necessarily realizes, as its gaze kind of ends, it immediately, you hear this clanking sound as it turns and
Even though I
faces
was
you.
sneaking,
Yep.
I didn't even
you
let you
didn't
roll.
even let me roll sneak.
I know.
As in, it's not an option.
I think that means even if you rolled a natural 20 sneak, it would still sense you.
Roll a dex save.
Don't mind if I do. 16. That was almost a nat 1, but my but my board was angled funny and it hit weird.
The statue lunges forward and takes a step kind of towards you and stomps down directly in front of you. And it dislodges the rocks and tiles that are around you. And you take 5 points of damage.
Okay. Oops.
So it
I
moves.
take 5 points of healing.
So it moved towards Clay.
It turned to face Clay.
I feel like this is just a slog room where you just try to move as far as you can and
I was
take
gonna
whatever
say,
you.
while it's facing Clay, I'm gonna try to dart up past Bronwyn.
Where would you
Yeah,
like
should
to
we
go?
roll initiative or?
Between the 2 benches closest to Bronwyn is as far as I can go.
Ooh. Like there?
Diani is rotated.
Yes.
Okay. What did I do with my marker board? It's under my book.
I just feel like this is one of those things where they can't get us all.
Maybe it's also about what square you end up on. Maybe there's some rule.
I do have 40 feet of movement, so I'm just gonna run.
Okay. I kind of rolled initiative for all you.
Oh,
Okay.
I was just about to ask if 2 of us could try moving at the same time.
No.
Then it genuinely doesn't matter, and I'll just.
So, as you're moving, Diani, it does circle around to you now. And it swings your torch down towards you. Make a dex save.
And
You are hit with this torch. Part of your clothing catches on fire. Make sure
Oh my
you use
god.
the right pen. And it flings you back this far. And you take 10 points of damage.
And you get slightly smaller.
Lila, you're next.
I would like to try. It's more of an experiment. I would like to take a step forward, but immediately step back to where I was.
Okay. It turns and this time swings its torch at you, so make a dex save.
Okay. Well, great.
You are not rewarded for your creativity.
Hey, you guys. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, I should be scared. That's a 2.
As it swings, it knocks you into this pile of rubble here. And you also take 10 points of damage.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
Next is Delia.
How tall is this thing again?
50 feet.
I want to try to run under it.
Okay, where do you want to end up?
We're directly behind it. Which I think will actually get me about halfway.
You get between its legs, and as you're getting out from under it, it stomps down its foot. Make a deck save.
15.
That barely saves. You take 5 points of damage, and the squares all around you are now difficult terrain as the tiles and stones are dislodged from the impact.
Okay.
Asira.
This is fun. I guess I'll try to do a Misty Step and
Yeah.
for my full 30 feet. I guess going towards the way that Lila is as good as any.
Like there-ish?
Yeah.
Be in the rubble?
Yeah, sure.
In the rubble, I will move you there then. You make it to the rubble as it is stomping down on Delia, and it does not turn to face you.
Sweet.
So next is Bronwyn.
I would like to sprint and like up to one of its feet and like stand on it.
Huh.
Nothing
Taste your own
happens.
medicine.
Nothing happens. So, Clay's turn.
I am just going to use the remainder of my 40 feet to get to the exit.
Wow, leaving everyone behind. Like there?
Yeah.
Okay. You get there, and it turns and faces you.
Okay.
It swings its club down at you this time, so make a dex save.
Dirty.
As it swings, you take 5 points of damage
Okay.
as it drops its club down on you. Next is Diani.
The stuff at the top of the room, can I get through that, or is it blocked off?
You can get through that.
Okay. I am going to kind of go up and around. I can move 7 squares. Yeah,
Like around the benches or around the rubble?
At least around the benches up towards the rubble.
Okay.
I want to get as far away from it as I can so that to see how far the torch can swing.
You get to that spot and nothing happens. Next is Lila.
So the last one to get attacked was Clay with the club.
Yes.
I don't know. You can see Lila like processing for a second, trying to like figure out the rule, and then is like baffled. So then just sprints.
What's your sprint distance?
So my walking is 30.
Okay, where do you want to end up?
If
Like,
you're using your
directly-
action, if you're using your action to dash, you can go 60.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. To go
Dash.
60.
Yeah.
So can I get to the rebel on the other side? I'm assuming. Yeah,
This
I want to
is
get to just like the other
45.
wall. Yeah. Yeah, like there.
Okay. Nothing happens.
She's like, I don't know why it worked.
The floor is lava.
Delia.
I go again.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will get out of the difficult terrain area and make my way to that little tunnel.
What's your distance?
30.
Make a deck save.
You can probably dash to get past. Oh,
Retired. 11.
It takes another step towards you and stomps down on the area around you. Again, causing the tiles to dislodge and creating difficult terrain, and you take another 5
I am
points damage.
standing on its feet. Do I go?
Roll dexterity then.
Okay.
Or strength. I'll have you roll strength.
A saving
Holding
throw,
on.
right?
wind
Yeah.
up. It stomps down and she just hops off of its foot wherever.
23.
Yeah, you are still holding on for dear life.
Okay.
Then it is Asira's turn.
Okay. I'm going to use my 60-foot dash to try and get as close to that door as I can.
I'm gonna put you there so you're not directly on top of Delia.
Okay.
And you got smaller.
Make a deck save.
Okie.
Because as it stomps down on Delia, it swings its torch at you.
Ooh, a 10.
That does not save. You get hit with the torch and you take 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Next is Bronwyn. So because of where its foot is, you're probably actually about like here.
I'm kind of like, is there anything that would indicate that this thing has an off switch, or
You could roll investigation or perception.
okay. 17.
So looking around, you notice that above the archway of where that tunnel starts, there is a like a carving, a pictogram carved above it that shows the Titan without its torch lit.
Okay. How tricky is this thing? Would this thing be to climb?
Roll athletics.
Dirty 20.
You are able to get up to the top of its helmet.
I want to get. That's fine. Okay. I kind of want to like dangle in front of its eyes so it can't see.
50 feet up.
Roll another athletics check.
25.
So as you dangle from its helmet, trying to distract it, you feel a shift and hear this kind of clanking, and the helm falls over its eyes. and it kind of like stumbles around a bit before falling over. Make a dex save.
Spectacular.
Oh, I get advantage on dex saves.
Do you?
It says advantage on dex against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Okay.
But I only got an 11.
So this thing falls and you are falling with it. It's falling like face first. You are able to swing yourself to the side so that its full body isn't landing on you, but the torch does land on you and trap your leg, and you take 10 points of damage.
Okay.
So it is incapacitated, but you are stuck underneath. It's
I'm gonna run over and try to see if I can move it enough for her to get her leg out.
roll strength.
21. 21.
Okay. So you lean down and start to lift this giant torch, and it's really heavy. You feel like you're not going to be able to get it. You feel it just kind of like shift, and Bronwyn is able to get her leg out from underneath it.
Thanks.
Yeah, she'll put a hand down to help her out.
She'll grab it and kind of look over and make sure Diani is also heading towards the exit.
Yeah, as soon as it's distracted, I'm going to use my full sprint to get to the door, because that was exactly 70 feet.
So you all make it to the tunnel, finally making it past the Titan's trap. And when you reach the end, you find yourselves in a bright, verdant forest. Before you are two ancient stone pedestals, worn by erosion and covered in moss and lichen. Resting atop of them are two weapons, each made of shining gold. A hunter's bow that seems to crackle with electric energy, and a shimmering spear that radiates with starlight.
Are those the weapons we're looking for?
Yeah, I know you didn't give us Andrew's weapons in the beach one shot. Or did they?
They might have. I kind of like, I look at Diani like, are those real? Are we?
Do I need to cast detect magic, or can I just tell that they are magical from your description?
You can tell they're magical.
Does it look like anything is like protecting them, or are they just?
They're just sitting there on the pedestals. They're kind of like magically floating atop of it, rotating.
I'm gonna approach the orb.
Don't touch the orb.
Joke's on you. There is no orb. It's just weapons.
Wait, didn't you say there was a?
No.
Oh,
What
did you say?
They're on pedestals. It's the bow and the spear.
Oh,
and they're like
spear. I
floating.
thought you said sphere.
No.
I did too.
Okay,
Spear.
that makes way more sense.
Nobody else can touch orbs.
So you touch the spear?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. You reach out and grab the spear, and as you do, everything goes black around you, around all of you. And as light begins to fade in once again, you find yourselves back in the cavern looking up at the third archway. And that's the end of the one shot.
That was mean.